Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Keeneland Racecourse here on Wednesday. It is October the 9th, 2019. Gonna look the 7th race from Keeneland, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The 7th race from Keeneland, it is the J.P. Morgan Chase Jessamine Stakes. Grade 2 event going for a purse of $200,000. Race for fillies, 2-year-olds here. We have 16 horses entered, but only 14 can go to the turf course. The distance of ground of 1,700 meters, with a distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/16 on the Keeneland turf course. 1,700 meters, a mile 16th here in the Jessamine. A local prep race for the Breeze Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf coming up in about just over 3 weeks' time at Santa Anita. And something that grinds my ears, the Breeze Cup Juvenile Turf races are run at, the Juvenile Turf and the Juvenile Phillies Turf are both run at a mile, but all the prep races are run at a mile 16th mostly. Why can't they run the race at a mile 16th everywhere else? That just kind of bothers my ear, bothers me a lot, and or at least a mile and eighth. I know it might be a little bit too early horses go a mile and eighth, but they can, because you run the Remsen in a few weeks after the Breeze Cup and the horses go a mile and eighth, and there's been a few mile and eighth races this summer at Saratoga on the turf, on the main track. I believe there were 2 of them, but for the 2-year-olds, but they should just run it at a little longer trip. That's just, one of my weird things about the Breeze Cup races. But back to the Jessamine. A very good race here for a Wednesday afternoon. So the racing so far this week, some great racing at Philadelphia Park the last 2 days. Great racing today at Keeneland. Some great races tomorrow again at Keeneland all week long. Keeneland's always good, but for some reason, midweek this week, we have some really good races. Top selection here in the Jessamine. I'm going to go with the 4-horse Indochine. I'm going to go 4-11-6-5 in the superfecta. 4-11-6-5 super. Top selection of 4-horse Indochine. This cheerfully by War Frontier. Chad Brown trains. John Velasquez gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came at Belmont, 1 mile in the Widener on September the 14th, and main special weight for 75,000. The horse won by 3/4 length, and the horse just had it easy. He stalked early on. He got the lead, and at 70 cents to the dollar, he was supposed to win, and he won nicely. It was a good run. It wasn't impressive, but it wasn't crap either. It was a good run. Before that, he had a lot of traffic at Saratoga. 5.5 furlongs on the Mellon and main special weight 75,000. In his debut, he finished third by 3 3/4 lengths. He had a little bit of turn of foot late, but down the backstretch, he just had, not the best trips, which cost him late. But also, I don't think the 5.5 was to his liking. I think routing here on the Keeneland turf course, sitting a little bit closer, I think he'll get a good run. You want good position here. He's been training well since the last one. I think he's gonna sit on a good race, so I'll take him here. If you're gonna play the multi-race here, I also think the number 11 horse Swanage or Swanage. There we go. Pardon, I can't speak. It is 12:30 at night. I'm only 1 coffee in right now, so when we have more coffee, we can start speaking. But Swanage, the 11 horse, not Swanage. This Tiroplay English channel, Mike Maker trains. Javier Castellano picks them out of. This horse is the speed. He's going to leave on the outside. It wouldn't surprise me if this horse goes wire to wire. He's a horse on the multi. Definitely use him there. But to recap my selection now for the 7th from Keeneland, it's the Grade 2 Jessamine. Let's take the 4-horse Indochine. We'll also give kudos to the 11 horse Swanage, and we'll go 4-11-6-5 in the superfecta. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5.